road, so I figured this would be as good a time as any to kind of start this video. So, where am I going? I'm going to a Japanese gym, so-called showcase. I guess it's like a small car meet near where I live. Taking the Camaro. Anyway, yeah, I guess I should kind of preface that. This is my 1997 Z28 Camaro. It's got a little bit of work done to it. I could put a full mod list, I guess, down in the description if anyone's interested. It's got comp cam, airflow research heads, 36-pound injectors from the stock 24s, full exhaust with a little cutout shoved in this little department here. What else have we got going on? I recently swapped the front LT spindles to LS spindles off of a Firebird, and went ahead and threw some SS Camaro calipers on there. And honestly, the function of those over the LT brakes is significant. I definitely enjoy that. But anyway, a little bit more about this car. I've had it since 2021. You know, as you can see, the interior is near mint. The dash has been replaced with a dash skin, but everything else is in complete working order. I mean, there's something kind of funny going on with the front end right now, so I'm going to kind of take it easy today. This is kind of a diagnostic drive as well. Just kind of see what's going on, you know, feel things out. I figured if I crash or something, it'd be kind of funny to put on YouTube. I could probably roll the window down here in a minute and get a small pull, but I guess it's just kind of the introductory segment. I guess we'll roll this window down here. And also in typical 90s GM fashion, that window does not roll down and does not behave very well. Actually, let me check, just make sure I know where I'm going here. All right, beautiful. As soon as this light turns green, I'll do a small pull. But anyway, also, I guess, kind of while I have a moment, just over 100,000 miles on the dash of this one. So it is a very clean example, you know, like not a tear or blemish on the seats anywhere. I guess this is kind of my box of GoPro nonsense for the meet. But yeah, we're gonna wait on this red light. These west side lights take about 1.5 years to change color. Clash of Clans notification. Good Lord. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a weird popping in the front end. I think it could be a brake caliper, which obviously isn't good. I also think it could be something in the steering rack. I don't know, there's about 1.5 million things it could be. Okay, here we go. All right, I'll do a small pull here. All right. Relatively quick, you know, given the context of modern cars, most modern cars, you know, that kind of deal. It makes just like literally just under 400 to the wheel. I think it dynoed at like 398 or something ridiculous. But with the cutout open, it actually lost 3 horsepower, funny enough, according to my tuner. And if you live in, I guess, like the Northeast Florida area, and you're interested in having any kind of like LT or LS engine built, I can provide the info for my tuner. The guy is, he's amazing. He's a true miracle worker as far as LS and LT car goes. Anyway, I'm probably gonna cut this here so you're not blinded by the sun, and also so I can kind of know where I'm going. So I guess I'll see you when I'm not being blinded. Okay, I know it is still blinding, but I'll also do a small pull with the cutout open now, just so you can kind of hear the difference. So that wasn't a 100% pull, but yeah, you can definitely hear the difference on that. Sorry you're still being blinded, but I had an open stretch of road there. Anyway, yeah, oh look at that, a nice tree to provide some shade. Anyway, yeah, this thing's really loud, so I'm gonna close that cutout. But yeah, you can definitely tell it's a little bit more rowdy. All right, so I guess I could take this moment while I'm kind of at low speeds. I can kind of talk to you about some of the driving quirks and just some of the quirks in general with these F-bodies. First and foremost, the 4L60E, the automatic transmission that Chevrolet put in honestly just about everything at the time, and I mean, I don't know, I think that was honestly one of the most like ubiquitous automatic transmissions ever. Obviously this one is optioned with the T56 manual, but yeah, those 4L60Es are glass. I mean, a friend of mine has some absurdly fast Trans Am, and he's making his 4L60 work. But anyway, that's quirk number one. Quirk number two is actually with these manual cars, they had something called a skip shift feature, where if you were below a certain RPM threshold, there were valves or something in the transmission that would guide you from first to fourth gear. I guess that was like in an effort to manage fuel, or you know, give the car a little bit better fuel economy. So I don't know. I don't know what the engineers were thinking in 1993, because I wasn't born yet. But you know, that's just another small quirk. Something else that I find pretty odd about this car is the distance that the throttle pedal is from the brake. There's like a very big gap, I guess. I mean, I don't know, like a deficit. So the brake sits way up here, and then the throttle's like way down here. So it makes like heel toe downshifting kind of a pain, you know, because like the brake pedal also has like a pretty large throw. So that's, you know, kind of odd too. And then these LT1s, you know, because the 93 to 97 car came fitted with GM's 5.7 liter LT1, which came in everything. It came in trucks, it came in like Caprices, Impalas, you know, obviously the Corvettes for a little while, and these Camaros from 93 to 97. Oh, looks like I'm gonna have to get behind this Tesla. But yeah, I definitely found that to be interesting, you know, because obviously these LT1s run on the optically, you know, distributed ignition system, whatever, OptiSpark, right? For those of us who know its woes, but it's still, you know, it's a relatively interesting piece of equipment. I think in 95 or 94 they actually switched to a different style, one that had a vacuum line attached to it. So, you know, obviously if it gets wet, it's not gonna completely destroy itself, because that was the problem with these. That's why everyone gets frustrated with them, is because they're positioned directly underneath the water pump. So if anything goes wrong with the water pump, obviously, you know, this very delicate ignition system that's, you know, controlling your engine, it's gonna get destroyed, you know. So they created a vacuum ventilated version, I think in 95 or something, but this one has an MSD, and that's the one you want. So if you do have one of the ones that has that original kind of stuff on it, you can retrofit it. You can retrofit it. Let's see here. Where do we have to go? Oh, what? I only have to go over the water. Anyway, yeah, if you can't tell by this epic blue bridge in front of me, we are in Jacksonville, Florida, born and raised, Duval, or whatever. Anyway, so I guess I can get off here. Cool, I know where I'm at. Yeah, I've never been to this meet before. Like, I kind of mentioned that in the intro. But, yeah, it's like a Japanese 80s and 90s gyms meet. So, I'm actually gonna roll this window up. Yeah, it's a 80s and 90s Japanese gyms meet. So, I don't know if I'm gonna fit in with my late 90s American muscle car or whatever. But you know what? Hopefully I don't get bullied too hard. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I really do love this city, man. Like, it gets a lot of flack. I mean, people in Florida, you know, I guess this is just kind of my rant, but people in Florida are like, oh, there's nothing to do. There's nothing to do in Florida, man. There are so many parks and all kinds of beautiful stuff in this state, and it's just people don't want to, you know, take the time to look at them. Like, I guess this is kind of getting into my personal bio, but I'm actually graduating in like 4 days with my degree in biomedical science. So, you know, it's kind of like a mix between biology and biochemistry, you know, if anyone's interested in that kind of stuff. But yeah, you know, like, as a biologist, I guess, you know, you learn to appreciate nature, you know, and that's something that was kind of fostered ever since I was like a little kid. But you're not here for biology or biochemistry. You're here for Japanese cars. That's what I left the house today to do, also to actually escape school, you know, for a little while. I mean, I do love school. I love academics and reading and that kind of thing. But you know, cars is a passion of mine, so I like to, you know, kind of blend my hobbies, balance my time out. But anyway, again, you're not here for this gobbledygook. But anyway, yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be some pretty interesting cars here. So I don't fully know, you know, what other kind of stuff is gonna be here, but you know what, there's only one way to find out, right? Driving like doo-doo right now because I don't really know my way. I don't know my way around here. Oh dude, there's a tunnel coming up. You know what that means. Cut out open. Oops. Yeah, it's a cool noise, right? 12 minutes. But anyway, I'll shut up and do some raw POV driving, I guess. Dude, I haven't driven with this cutout open in so long. It is obnoxious. I mean, but I guess if you have a cammed Camaro, I mean, like, I guess that's the sound you're chasing. Oh yeah, a couple issues with the car. You know, while we're here, obviously I have whatever that popping is in the front end. It's got an exhaust leak, so this car is not perfect. It is really clean on the outside and the inside, aside from like a couple oxidizing areas of clear coat, which I'm going to take care of eventually. This car's in really good shape, but you know, obviously it has its flaws. You know, it's 28 years old, so I'm not expecting her to be perfect. I try to make her that way though. I have all the stuff to re-clear it. terrible, so I will close that. Yeah, see, I have a little switch in here that opens and closes the cutout. Yeah, honestly, it's a beautiful Sunday morning. Not very many people on the road. You know, just kind of low speed. I don't know if that's a cop in that Durango, but it's all right. It's all right, because we are not speeding. We have only broken maybe one traffic law since we've been on this trip. Anyway, up here is a Chevrolet dealership. Apparently they have like a couple new C8 Z06s. I don't really know what all the hype is, or well, I guess not the hype, but I guess all the hate around the C8. I think it's a really good car, you know what I mean? I guess it's just one of those things that, you know, people, and, you know, in 20 years, you know, they're gonna be, you know, be real, oh man, the C8 was sick, or, you know, that kind of nonsense. But personally, I think the 97 Z28 is pretty sick, and I'm not biased whatsoever. But yeah, honestly, I love these cars. I really do. I really do. They're pretty good drivers, and they're easy to drive too. You know, like the only manual car I had owned up before this was a 93 Toyota T100, man. That is a deep cut for some people probably, but I like it. I love that truck. But of course, you know, I was a high schooler, so like I completely obliterated the thing. I like painted the hood black and ran the exhaust out of the bed of the truck. Yeah, that thing was it suffered greatly at my hands, and I feel rather guilty for that. I feel rather guilty. I regret selling it, but you know, it's one of those things in life. You live and you learn. You know, everyone like regrets selling their first car, and you know, whatever. So it's a universal experience. I'm not unique. You know, I have not had a unique experience when it comes to that kind of stuff. But here we are again, sitting at a red light. And doing this makes me realize how good I am at just absolutely rambling. Like for my senior seminar presentation, they told us like 12 to 15 minutes. Dude, I was scared that I wasn't even gonna get to like 10 minutes. Dude, I ended up rambling for like 20 minutes, man. And like, I hope they don't like take off points or anything for that kind of stuff. But yeah, dude, these cars are actually really easy to drive, you know, like as I was saying earlier. Yeah, I really do have to address whatever that popping noise is. My buddy was like, it could be the rack. At least it doesn't sound like that. At least it doesn't sound like some mice in a blender. What are we looking like on this recording? 12 minutes. I've been yapping for 12 minutes straight. Come on, man. It is, you know, I will say it is true what they say about Jacksonville drivers. That is 100% true. No one here can drive aside from me, obviously. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't know, man. Because again, I feel like that's an experience that is absolutely not universal. You know, everyone's like, "Oh man, no one in my city can drive." I think people just can't drive in general. It's, you know, it's a universal issue. It is a universal issue. Anyway. I guess I can kind of get into my future plans with the car, obviously. Or I guess not obviously, you have no idea what I'm going to say next. 373 gears in the rear end, you know, because this thing revs out kind of slow. I completely forgot the gear ratio that's in here, but I know a 410 would be way too aggressive, and you know, whatever's in here, it doesn't let me rev out as quickly as I would like to. So I think my happy medium is going to be the 373, and that's what everyone else says is kind of like the good gear ratio or whatever. Is this a 2-laner? Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so 373 is going to be my happy medium. Man, I really hope I get accepted here, you know, because I have an American car. So I hope I don't get like laughed out or told you can't be here. You know, because that would make me sad. You know, I just want to hang out with some fellow, you know, car folks. Some of my homies. All right, dude, we've got less than a mile to go. I don't see any other cool cars around. So, I mean, I am like 20 minutes early, to be fair. But you know what? I might go in and get me a donut in the meantime, because this meet is happening at a donut shop. And, you know, I haven't been to like a car meet in like forever. Really just because like I don't really get into the whole nightlife car scene and that kind of stuff. I mean, I have plenty of friends that do, but you know, I'm just not entirely into it. Wow, that lane completely baited me. Yeah, no, I'm just not into it, you know. Partly because like I never had time to do it because I was like always so busy with school and doing that kind of stuff. But you know, it is what it is. All right, we are closing in on our destination as we speak. I guess I'll hit a couple clean downshifts up here, I have no idea where I'm going. All right. I guess I'll go park next to one of those MR2s. I could do that. It's a pretty tight little lot. Do I have a Japanese gym? No. You know what, dude? I've heard the 4th gen Camaro be called the Trailer Park Supra. So you know what? I guess if the shoe fits, I suppose I will wear it. All right. All right. Well, I guess we have some time, man. Tell us about the car, man.
Huh?
Tell us about the car.
So yeah, it's a 1990 R32 GTS. These cars usually came NA with a 5-speed auto or 4-speed auto. This car, when I got it, had a lot of work done to it. It was tuned over in Jupiter by RAV Performance.
Let's hear that turbo.
Yeah. The sweet spot is like 4,000. Any more and it's overkill.
That sounds awesome.
I know.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Fifth gear is strong. It's straight. It pulls, dude.
Yeah, this is a straight.
But it was tuned by RAV Performance and no. So the work was done by RAV Performance over in West Palm, and then it was tuned by HT Tuned. I think it's also in West Palm. I know, dude. It's got a bit of turbo lag because it's, you know, it's a
big turbo.
Yeah, but it's fun as hell. You can feel it pull when you're on the throttle.
Oh,
You literally feel
feel it come on. It's like a switch.
Yeah.
That's so funny. By the time your car starts pulling, it's over.
That's why I said it's not too much of a like straight line car, but
Yeah,
you know,
the corners,
it's,
dude. This thing eats corners probably.
yeah.
Now, is this one rear drive or is this one still all wheel?
It's no, it's rear wheel drive.
Okay.
So like I said, it's hard to get any real like drifts in right now because it's open diff.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I said like if I can just find a cheap budget LSD, like the GTSTs have like a viscous LSD.
Yeah.
But I really don't want one. I kind of want like a
turn around somewhere.
I'll
okay.
take a UE. Or I'll just turn and then come back in.
Yeah, do that. Yeah. Yeah, open diff is definitely not optimal.
Yeah, it's not too much fun, but I think it should be good, yeah.
Yeah, you're good to go. Alright.
There we go. But what was I saying? Yeah, so this was originally an automatic.
Yeah, see that.
The kid before swapped over. Yeah, he swapped it over to a RB20 manual.
These are 5-speed, right?
Yeah, this is a 5-speed. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, it's lots of fun. You know, it's not too much to write home about in terms of like straight line, like I said.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the one bad thing about Florida here is there's not a lot of good straight roads around here.
Yeah. Got the green.
Yeah. You got
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
hate it.
This just sounds like an XJ. The dash looks like an XJ.
Yeah.
Everything about it.
But it's like it's analog, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
it is.
It's not too
I think just playing
complicated.
things.
Yeah, I got you.
Alright. Yeah, this thing's sick.
So this thing, like, I don't know if you see the light right here. It came with a 4-wheel steering. It's called like high cast.
Yeah.
Usually, you usually get like a delete bar.
Right.
Like I mentioned it, like when we were at the last meet. It was like a $500 delete kit, and I mean, most people delete it just because has a little bit of troubles and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, if it's not maintained.
I drove a VR4 with 4-wheel steering, and like the whip is pretty nasty. You know, like if you're turning it'll kind of feel like you're losing the back end for a second.
Yeah.
But it is interesting.
Yeah, especially because that was like around the time that the tech was like coming out.
Yeah.
Like around this time.
Yeah, everything had 4-wheel steering, like late 80s, early 90s. I know some of the Z's did.
Yeah.
FCRX7, the Prelude even, obviously the VR4, and you know, kind of the king was the R32, obviously.
Yeah. Shitty roads, dude. Excuse my language, but shitty dude.
Yeah. Jacksonville infrastructure.
There you go.
All right, we're pulling in. Well, thank you for showing us the R32.
Thanks for wanting to take a look at it. You know what I mean? I really appreciate you.
It's good stuff. There's the box. Oh yeah. Cool.
This guy. Yeah.
I'll do a small pull.
There we go.
Do a small pull. I don't like fucking like scaring people, you know, especially if it's like the first time in my car.
Yeah. Nah, go for it, man.
Your Vita Coco fell off the top of your car.
On top?
It was on top, but it fell off.
On my car?
No, on mine.
Just feel first gear. All right, I'm gonna go wide open for a second.
Get the fuck
Oh, what the hell? God,
I did not expect that. What the fuck is that?
It's the torque, man. It's that instant torque.
I like it. What's that, second?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. I need it.
Yeah.
I need it.
Dude, I'm telling you, it is literally addicting. And
With the AC on, it's
Yeah, I know.
crazy.
and with the cutout closed, dude, you would never know.
Oh, you know what? I just realized, yeah.
You would never know. Like you can cruise at like 1700 RPM and you would have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
I gotta say, your dash is blinding.
Hey, dude, that is the one shitty thing about these cars is how bright that dashboard is. Like, it's like a decent handling car too. You know what I mean? Like it's got relatively positive steering. Driving it is pretty comfortable and shit.
Oh god.
Dude, that shit was invisible.
That's lower car life.
Yeah. Literally.
Okay. Oh, snap.
God damn.
Clean as fuck.
And like with the cutout closed too, you know, still plenty of rowdy. It actually makes 3 more horsepower with it closed than with it open.
Okay.
I believe
Funny
it.
enough.
These engines love back pressure. They were made with EGR in mind, so.
Yeah. Super high compression. I think 11 or 12 to 1 ratio.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn around in this little
I sit at like
church parking lot.
8 to 1.
Yeah, I think mine's like about in the middle, like 9.5, 9.
No, that's turbo car life.
Yeah, dude, and look at that, dude. With the cutout closed, you can literally have a conversation.
Yeah.
You can have a conversation. The short shifter in this thing is like, it's like a
Yeah.
bolt action rifle.
Okay. I like clean cut gears.
It does have an exhaust leak. You can probably hear it ticking. And I was like, dude, you got a lifter ticker.
You see, I heard that same sort of ticking sound in mine, and I was like, dude, are those the lifters? And then I put a post on Reddit.
It sings, man. And like literally instant torque when you put your foot down.
Yeah, I know.
But like rev matching,
Yeah.
easy.
Piece of cake.
Easy peasy.
It's gorgeous.
Watch out.
I keep forgetting about that. Dude, they're literally invisible.
You got another one coming up.
Yeah.
I need spotters when I drive, bro.
Hell yeah.
Because it doesn't even look like a speed bump.
Yeah.
You got the full ass sign.
Oh yeah, maybe the
40
big ass
right.
sign.
40 right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
What's that one video? It's like the 2 Indians doing rally.
You need to listen to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like flying
See
off.
if I can't get it to pop a little bit here.
Little crack.
I have like a little bit of blow by, you know, that's get into the intake, so sometimes it smells like burning oil, but it doesn't really consume any. Like every time I check the oil, it's perfect. The only reason it smells so bad is because the cutout is literally directly below us, you know, so like you can smell everything that
Yeah.
comes out of the exhaust.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And when you shut the cutout, cruiser.
Yeah.
Cruiser. So if the cop ever comes after you, he's like, dude, wasn't me, bro. Listen to this.
Sounds
not
like
me.
Yeah.
It absolutely was not me.
Sounds like your everyday car.
What is this guy doing?
Pulling in the car meet. What do you want?
Yeah.
It's about time, you jackass. Anyway, yeah, so this is like the pulling into the car meet mode, you know?
Yeah.
You open her up,
Yeah.
get her chopping a little bit. Yeah, man, this is honestly a really good meet. I might make this like a regular occurrence.
That's what I'm thinking, man.
I'd try
Like
to.
monthly.
Yeah.
This would be sick.
God damn, hell of a car you got.
Right,
Yes.
man?
Dude, 400 to the wheel and a freaking big tub of lead. Imagine this in a car like that, man. That would be
Dude, that's what I'm saying. How much does this weigh?
35 roughly.
So it's going that fast, weighing that much. Imagine that.
Honestly, I think it's heavier than that, dude, because this is a freaking iron block. This isn't even one of the aluminum block cars.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's the LT1.
You know?
Yeah.
You want to like post up right there and get some photos?
Yeah. Let me.
All right, so I'm gonna get some footage here of the homie's GTR. He wants to do a pull real quick, so I'm going to oblige him to some footage. I'm gonna angle this down just a hair.
sweltering out here right now. Let's see if I can't angle this thing down without completely destroying my footage here. There. Should be at least a little bit better. Now it's kind of a poor angle. Try to just look down a little bit to see a little bit more of the road. It's probably going to be a fairly long video. Just realized that. I'm also probably going to roll up this window, get rid of some of that noise and cool off my well, I guess we're not turning. It appears if we have a speed hump. Some good grippies. I reckon there's a speed hump up here somewhere. Oh, we're turning into the church. The old churchin'. I don't think this is a oh wow, he actually pulled it off. Hey, let me get behind him. Junky doohickey here. Try to angle this down maybe just a little bit more, just so we can get a little bit more POV style footage. I'm also wearing sunglasses, so it's probably not helping much. Anyway, yeah, my hands are really sweaty. It's really hot in this car. It's about 100 and I don't know. It's hot. However hot it is, it's hot. So I kind of found out firsthand that, yeah, nothing really handles like a Subaru. And our little Skyline friend up there is burning some oil, interestingly enough. So, honestly, no surprises there. Very sweaty day, it seems. Our temperatures are running a little bit high, you know, probably because we're thrashing a little bit, but 'tis the nature of the game, I suppose. 'Tis the nature of the game. I'm sure once I kind of get going at a steady speed and, you know, whatever, things will kind of cool off a little bit. But yeah, this is kind of the conclusion to the meet. I didn't get a lot of footage at the meet. I probably will next month. I was just kind of feeling things out, kind of meeting some people. But yeah, next month I do, or well, whenever I go, I do plan on gathering some more footage, perhaps. You know, and maybe I can get some of this, some of the little gremlins in this car ironed out. But this is probably gonna be the last of the footage because my GoPro's dying. But yeah, I guess if this ever gets published, I suppose this is going to be the end of the video. Yeah, it's probably going to be the end of the video. The GoPro is dying. But I guess, you know, if you're interested in F-body content, you know, car content, whatever, I can probably start doing that. Probably start doing that here pretty darn soon. But yeah, anyway, I guess thank you guys for watching that kind of little POV drive, you know, whatever, into Z. I appreciate you, and I guess have a good one.